The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. Makes the tackle. Near the sideline, he's going to be forced out after a gain of about 20. And that's going to bring up a Ravens first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
From the pistol, Henry. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Jackson keeping it himself. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
One yard, all that's needed. This is third and inches. Now it's Lamar. Taking a deep shot here. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Man, a little would have done the job, but they threw for a lot there, Brock. Just couldn't make that deep shot work.
Kate, if you look at just about any pass play known to mankind, there's something called an alert, right? Somebody that's going to clear something out for somebody else, and that was an alert, that was a shot, just didn't hit it.
Running for it. Here's Henry. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and is going to head off after a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses. And a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Lasers this one deep down the middle. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's third down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Now Ward. Lets another one go. And this throw's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. It's fourth down. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And a stop is made downfield after a gain of about 18. And that is good for a Baltimore 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger... Just like that.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. He cuts it to the right sideline. He's going to be encouraged to that sideline. Gain of about 18. That's going to set up the Ravens 1st down.
Let's see, first it was a pass. Now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this will wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect brings up 2nd down. Oh, Brock, he's had to wait and wait to even be targeted in this game. And he's going to have to keep waiting now to see that first catch.
You know who will not be waiting? The critics after this one. You have got to get your tight end involved. Find a way somehow to get him the ball.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Jackson. He's got Lane on the slant. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. And they'll pitch it out to him. He's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
They pitch it out to him here. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Oh, man, that just stuns you. That's exactly what you're not thinking is going to happen on a first down run. They'll likely need now a big gain on second to try to get back on schedule.
Back to the line they come, second down. They kick the running back in motion. Second down, here's Ward. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Ward now. Completes downfield to Felton. And that's going to be good for a first down. They stare down 3rd and 18, and they come through with a big play.
And the Titans first down.
Going to throw this one. Ward. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
On second down, Ward. Quick slant is caught by Tate. And he's taken down at the 30.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. In the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting the completion. It was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down.
Mr. Long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. On fourth down, Ward. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. And he's going to bring this one back. Gets a pick six and a Tennessee touchdown. Heads up play from the linebacker there to take a short, innocent pass and just turn it into a major highlight for him and his guys.
And I know people are watching that going, how in the world the quarterback not see that linebacker?
Yeah.
But sometimes, Kate, your focus is so much on the safeties, the nickel, the corner. You just take for granted you could fit that ball in. And that linebacker said, not on my watch.
Starting this drive with a design run. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Drive starts with an option, right side. And just before he can get the first, they escort him out. So it's going to be second and looks like less than a yard.
One thing I just marvel at about the QB of this era, Kate, is just how good they are in these situations, these zone reads. Their ball handling, the play action, the movement, and then the explosiveness to go get a big run off of it. That is just awesome.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Lamar's going to keep this one. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across mid. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
Now Jackson on third down. And he's not going to add another catch just yet. This one pried out by the contact. That forces fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They're going for this. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down and a drive. A lot of us thought it stalled out. He's going to carry on.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Jackson off the play action. This one's to Andrews out right. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Last catch went the wrong way. It's 2nd and 12. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Jackson looking to throw. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. Jermaine Johnson. And that's going to make it 4th and 18.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. Singleton on the carry, running right. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Ward's going to throw it. To the right, and it's pulled in by Tate. He's brought down here, but they will take it 18 yards and a first.
Carnell Tate. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here's Ward. It's his running back. These hits finally taken out, so call it a gain of about 23 on the play before they got to him. And that's going to give the Titans a first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Putting a receiver in motion. They're going to run this with Singleton. And stop is made after 4 yards. It's second down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Ward's going to throw here on second down. Going deep here for the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Different thoughts and methodologies here. You can take it slow and methodical, taking completions. Or in that case, you could tee it high and try to let it fly.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air with Ward. That's good for the first and more. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Tennessee first down. Singleton on the inside give. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Singleton on the give from the gun. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Ward setting up to throw. This will hit the ground, incomplete. He had it for a moment, but that hit, boy, it darted loose. That's going to bring up second and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever. Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. On second down, Ward. And the defender comes away with it. Kicked out by Kinabalu. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown and check down and throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick. It takes a lot of time, proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Throwing on second, Jackson. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got it deep downfield. 30. He's at the 10. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jacoby Lane, his 4th touchdown catch in this one. That's just one off the single-game record.
I've seen a lot of plays in the playbook. I don't think I've seen a play designated for a 98, 99-yard touchdown, but you will take it. That defense, I think they were over-aggressive, and the offense made a pay in a big-time way.
That one right down the middle. That makes this a 10-point game. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Now Ward. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
Ward setting the pass. And they pick him off again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Ward's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. It's Henry on the counter. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens on their way to their 3rd win of the year. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running once more with Henry. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards in the end block. It's 3rd down.
The 22-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, a run for Henry. Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the 1st.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Field goal. A 35-yard attempt.